Stellar and Ripple both have this. Well, if you want to learn what this is, you're going to have to watch the rest of the video. And trust me, this is bullish news. Buterin issues a dire warning about the crypto market. And guess what, everyone? I'm going to issue a warning as well. And remember, this is coming from the guy that said Stellar to 10 cents. Well, about 10 months ago. Let's learn, everyone. I'm excited and happy, and do you know why? It's because of all the support from you. So thank you, new viewers and old. I got a chance to spend time with my grandson and crank out content. Ooh, was a great week. But now I'm back home. Let's get into the heat map. Right now, Bitcoin sitting at 16,145. ETH 1133. Now, ETH is feeling massive amounts of pain because the drainer from the FTX account is now converting a ton of that ETH into Bitcoin, putting more pressure on ETH, which is now flowing to the rest of the market. XRP highlight of today's video, sitting at 35.2, feeling a lot of pain here as of late. XLM under 9 cents, sitting at 8.5 cents, down 3.5% last 24 hours. So what's going on? Well, this is going on. Moving on from Alameda. Early last year, Alameda acquired Ren in a partnership with the previous Ren leadership to secure long-term development and funding. Well, here's the problem. The Ren team has come out and said they will have a funding which will last them probably to the end of Q4. Remember, Alameda, right? Helped out by Sam Bankman-Fried. Ren helped out from Alameda. Crypto hot potato. We're going to be dealing with a lot of this pain here in the near-term future. Speaking of pain, Buterin, whether you like him or not, you know the community out there talks to him, and you know the big players talk to him out there. Now, recently, CZ said, hey, a bunch of people have come to me asking for bailouts. I can't tell you who they are because it would really screw up their companies, but a bunch of people are asking. Don't forget, Brian Armstrong from Coinbase came out and said, hey, I was contacted as well from a bunch of companies out there that are honestly this close to insolvency. So what did Buterin say? Something important is about to happen, and he's talking about the negativity, everyone. And that negativity goes even further, but let me read you this tweet. I'm hearing through the grapevine that something important is about to happen. Please recognize the fact that my elite social connections to people who are early to know things make me cool, and please help me validate my self-image of coolness. He is trying to give you all out there a warning that more pain is coming. Remember the video I did earlier, and if you didn't see it, I'll have it linked at the end when I do the pointing. But David Schwartz, the Ripple CTO, said the same thing. Millionaires are going to be made in the crypto market, and people got all excited. What they didn't hear was he said billionaires are going to be turned into millionaires. These big players out there are warning all of us that big whales, the big money in crypto, is going to get pounded here in the near term. We've got tons of companies feeling the fallout from FTX, and the big ones out there, they can't tell us directly because that would be so crazy illegal. But what can they do, everyone? They can hint to us on what's going on. And because of all this pain, remember, there's going to be some pleasure. The pleasure is going to be what Ripple Labs and Stellar has. And ooh, it's going to be some good pleasure. But let's keep on going. Could the pain be from GrayScale, everyone? GrayScale withholds proof of reserves. Well, they actually said what the reserves were, but they didn't provide wallets in further detail. Now, since the FTX crash, what's happened is companies have been going out trying to bolster your confidence by publishing their proof of reserves along with wallet addresses. But let me ask you a question. If I was a hacker out there and a big bank just gave me the account number of where one of their reserves would be, don't you think maybe I would target that? Yeah, because you already gave me your account number. I don't have to scrub through records and find it. And trust me, that stuff is found on the dark web. And if you want to surf on the dark web with me so I could show you how many hacked accounts are for sale, how many hacked channels are for sale, comment down below and maybe I'll share with you the dark web exploits. But there has to be enough of you to comment down below and enough of you to smash that like button. If not, I'm not going to show the dark web exploits. And here's what GrayScale said. Due to security concerns, we do not make such on-chain wallet information and confirmation information publicly available through cryptographic proof of reserves or other accounting procedures. Yes, for security reasons. So all of these other players out there that revealed their wallet addresses, oh my gosh, if I were a hacker on the dark web, I just got my sights set, didn't I? But let's go on further, and here's the pain that we're thinking about, okay? GrayScale's Bitcoin Trust. And remember, GrayScale has a stellar Lumens Trust as well, fans. And don't worry, we're going to get to that Ripple Labs Stellar Development Foundation juicy goodness here for you. But GrayScale's Bitcoin Trust is trading at a massive discount compared to the native token. You can see this more and more, as in the blue line is the actual Bitcoin price. The trust, look how much lower it is from that. It's trading on a hefty discount. You can see that separation happening now for a while. In fact, it's getting even worse as time goes on. The volume is also eroding as well. I want you to think of the players that have gotten in the trust and now have pulled their money out of the trust at a higher rate than has been pulled out of native Bitcoin. Now, Stellar Lumens GrayScale Trust right here, XLM, again, these are pink sheets for you. The volume on there has been super, super low, and you can see that not much has been going on there as well. It is trading at a discount, but not as big of a discount as the Bitcoin Trust. So now, my warning going forward, and then what do Stellar and Ripple Labs have together that is gonna really give them juice? And now here's my warning to you. A lot of the exchanges that we've been hearing trouble about has all been based in the Eastern Hemisphere, all right? A lot of the fallout from them is affecting companies in the Eastern Hemisphere. That's why a lot of you watching these videos, right, who are my US, Canadian-based viewers out there, hello, Nody and the crew, that means that we haven't really felt it directly yet. Yeah, I know we're hearing about, you know, the Tom Brady's and all that kind of stuff, but I'm talking about on that institutional level. So my warning to you is this. There is institutional level exposure, and we are going to start hearing about some US-based businesses here having massive problems from the fallout of FTX. The whales out there are warning you, and I'm warning you. And remember, I gave the actual reasons why Stellar was going to go to 10 and lower in February, everyone. So again, it's not hopium, but again, drop the H and you got something. But what does Stellar and Ripple have that others don't, and it's going to help them out with this? It has to do with utility. Oh, and you better get the chills, because you know what's going to happen here in the crypto space soon? You're going to see utility dominate. All right, major bank to start using XRP standard. What they don't tell you is this major bank is using an XLM standard. According to an announcement by the Bank of Australia's largest financial conglomerate, CommBank will start migrating cross-border payments to the ISO 20022 standard this month. Now remember, the actual deadlines have been pushed back, but that's a deadline, which means people that want to be ISO 20022 compliant can start doing that right now. According to an announcement of the Bank of Australia's largest financial conglomerate, CommBank, it will start migrating cross-border payments to the ISO 22000 standard this month. Now remember, the deadline has been pushed out, but that doesn't mean people there that are overachievers can start early. Yep, and that's what you're going to see. What's important to note here is that Ripple and Stellar's chain are both ISO 20022 compliant. Now, what does that actually mean? What it means is that when banks want to move money to each other, when the messaging systems are used, they actually mean the same thing. Now, how this worked out before was this. Let's pretend we're going to use one word, and it's going to mess things up. So we're going to use the word chips, right? Chips in England is very different than the word chips in the United States. They're both related to food. They're both spelled the same, but they have totally different meanings. That's how banking messaging was before the ISO 22000 standard. You could have the same banking message mean two different things. And now we know the world wants to start moving money faster between itself at a cheaper rate as well, and more securely. So you can't do that until you get to a standard of messaging, and that's what ISO does. And Stellar and Ripple both have that on their chains. So now when utility starts ruling the roost, those ISO 20022 compliant coins and tokens are going to be able to deliver the movement of money where others can't. And that's use case, and that's utility. That's what a whole bunch of the other cryptos out there, the 99.99999% of them, that's actually probably accurate, everyone decimal-wise, but they don't have that. And those two chains, the two favorites on the channel, do have. Thank you very much for watching this, chills and exciting video. Learn more about Ripple and Stellar stuff right here. I will catch you cool cats later as news breaks.